Good Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this January 21st. A very interesting forecast here. We've been scratching our heads watching the computer forecast models and trying to get something pinned down with this next winter storm. And I think we have now a pretty good idea of what's coming and what is to be expected. I will tell you this right up front. It's not going to be so much about amounts, although the amounts are going to be significant. I'll tell you that. It's going to be about the impact that this winter storm is going to have on us. There is the potential not only for hazardous driving conditions and significant snow accumulations, but there also is a high possibility, a probability of some ice accumulations, which could cause some trees to come down, maybe power lines, power outages and interruptions as we get into overnight tonight and early Friday. And the winds, that's going to be a different component than what we had with the winter storm that came through yesterday. The winds are going to be howling with this deep area of low pressure as it moves through the region and on up to the northeast. It's going to be a major winter storm for the New England states and for Washington, D.C. and the East Coast. But for us, we're going to get pretty significant wind and snow and ice out of this, which is going to, in some cases, make it pretty darn hard to get out and maneuver and take care of things. So, is it going to rival what we had last March? It could, in some cases, especially, I think, just north and east of Bowling Green. There is a very high possibility that we could be looking at some very significant snowfall and ice accumulation as we get into the day on Friday. So let's get to it. And the numbers here showing 32 for our high yesterday. 45 is the average, so we were 13 degrees below average. 24 was our low, 26 is the average with a 2-degree difference there. And we did pick up 21 hundredths of an inch of, well, when you melt down the water or melt down the snow to a water equivalent, 21 hundredths. So it ended up being right at, and the rain to snow ratio or snow to rain ratio was 10 to more like 12 to 1 instead of 10 to 1. So that 21 hundredths equaled about 3 to 3.5 inches of snow officially for Bowling Green. So, and the problem is with this next storm coming in, the snowfall ratios could be higher than that. We're talking maybe 13 to 14 to 1, which means it won't take a whole lot of moisture to create significant snow accumulation. But our concern is what happens in between the transition from maybe some rain coming in at first tonight over to snow. It's what happens in between with the potential for ice. And so that is the biggest concern at the moment. But even when it snows, it's going to be a heavy blowing snow, reducing visibility. And it's going to pile up pretty quickly as we get into the day on Friday. Today is going to be preparation day. This is the day to go to the store. I mean, go to the store. Emphatically, go to the store. Even more so than this last system, this is going to be twice the system that we had yesterday. Much stronger, much more impactful over the region. So today is just going to be mainly cloudy and just slightly warmer. We're calling for a high of 35. Now that'll do some melting. It is very slick out there this morning. Lots of school closings again today. Still lots of snow-covered back roads. Much of the main highways are clear, interstates and parkways, main arteries, but there are some icy spots. Ran into several this morning on my way in, even on some of the treated roadways, so keep that in mind. But once we get up to 35, we'll start to see some melting. But here we go. Late tonight, a 100% chance of some rain in some cases, but others, as that moisture overrides the cold ground and wherever there's still a snowpack, we may see rain over to freezing rain and then sleet all mixing together. Overnight low at 31. Again, a 100% chance of that happening tonight, which could cause at least a quarter inch of ice to accumulate on trees and power lines. The concern is that by early Friday morning, there could be some power interruptions with that much ice because the winds are going to pick up. Now, if the winds weren't going to pick up, it may be not so much of a big deal, but with the winds picking up from the northeast at, say, 16 to 32 miles per hour during the day on Friday, then wherever that ice accumulates on trees and power lines, well, that could easily bring those down. So something we'll have to watch, especially, it looks like the more significant icing based on the track of this storm is going to be along the Cumberland Parkway region. So if you live out that direction toward the Green River Lake area, I think that's where you're probably going to see a little bit more in the way of ice before it all changes to snow. So on Friday, a 100% chance of that winter mix going to all snow, and not just snow, but heavy snow, blowing, drifting snow, bringing visibilities to near zero, hazardous driving conditions. We're already now we've been upgraded, by the way, to a winter storm warning all the way through Saturday morning. Significant snow totals, we think here in Bowling Green, anywhere from 5 to 8 inches of snow, which would rival what we had back in March. But to the north and east of the Bowling Green area, say up around the western Kentucky and Bluegrass Parkway region, we could see significantly higher snowfall totals of maybe a foot or more. 33 will be the high on Friday. 24 will be the low Friday night as the precipitation starts to wind down. Saturday morning, still a few leftover snow showers and cloudy, 32 down to 15 Saturday night. So whatever comes will stay, and it's going to be a big, big, big mess. Sunday, we'll see some moderation, maybe even a bit of melting, mostly sunny, 38. And then we jump all the way to 48 for a high on Monday. And with that will come a chance of rain showers. It'll be plenty warm enough for rain showers, so no concern of frozen precipitation there. So we'll still have snow on the ground, and therefore, when the rain hits it, it's just going to be a big flooding mess. Tuesday, showers ending around 40. Wednesday, partly sunny and around 40. So as I mentioned here, the emphasis should be on the potential impacts that this storm is going to have. Snowfall and ice totals, those numbers could change, but it does look significant. So you should spend today thinking about not only having plenty of food and plenty of gas in your vehicles, but also maybe having an alternative source of heat. If you can make even provisions to be someplace where, if you can recall, last March, it is going to be a similar situation to that. So just think about what you went through then, and it could be a very similar situation come late tonight and through the day tomorrow into Saturday. We'll keep an eye on it. It's not good news. I wish I had better news for you, but this one looks big. It looks big. All right, got to get busy here. Get to AM Kentucky at 5:30. Of course, we'll be streaming live to the app and WBKO.com. Then we'll have an update at 11 a.m. on midday. We're constantly scrolling the school closings at the bottom of the screen and on the website and app as well. And, of course, join me later today for my radio show when we'll have updates there as well on Classic Hits Sam 100.7. In the meantime, you guys take today, make preparations, and be safe. God bless.